Hi everyone, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm here to talk about burnout in the landscape industry. It's a reality. Usually I get burnout once a year during January, during the summer when it's really hot and things like that. I realize now that that's not burnout, that's just heat stress, or heat exhaustion, depending on how you look at it. Meaning that it's so hot, you work out and outside and you just feel tired, your body's just like ugh, so yeah, overworked and just can't do it because it's just temperature outside. But this I'm going to talk about, I'm not so sure whether any of you have experienced it, but if you have, I'd love to hear your comments on how you deal with it. My burnout is what I call physical and mental burnout. I mean, have had this Plant Visions channel for a long time. I've had Plant Visions, the business, from Singapore till here in Brisbane. Brisbane's been 10 years, Singapore is like 3 years, so 13 years of developing and going into the landscape industry. And I'm very thankful for the people I've met, the opportunities that have come my way, and all the clients who have stayed with me and when we became friends. It's great. I love it, However, this year has been particularly tough. Some of you do know that I'm shifting my career to orchids. I want to do more orchid, but landscaping work is what pays the bills. So I can devote time to do the orchids. I'm trying to combine both together, which is to combine landscaping and orchids, so therefore developing orchid landscaping as well. But then it just builds up and builds up. This winter actually has been quite interesting. I have been scaling down the days that I work. I'm trying to do like 3.5 days, meaning cramping a week's worth of jobs to 3.5 days. I've tried that. Meaning I work kind of like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday half day. Because some clients prefer Saturday. I like the time spent at home to do invoices, to plan, to make content. I have been pushing a lot with my eating channel. It did grow. People are coming to know about my sport or competitive eating. If you have been on this channel, I did put some of the eating challenges here before I started Punk Gardener. So I moved the competitive eating onto its own channel. If you're not familiar with that channel, look up the description below. You're also not familiar with my orchid channel, it's called Once Upon an Orchid. Put the link to in the description below as well. So, yeah, I've just been pushing, just push, physically and mentally. So the days that I don't do field work, I push at home, do invoices, make content, clean up the house. I'll develop some kind of, I don't know whether they call it OCD, but I like my place tidy. Let me show you what I meant. See, I like clear floors, just nice open spaces, in the house, and as tidy as possible. Yeah, this is a different path, but that's another story. This is all the expired food from the pantry, which I'm going to all turn into fertilizer. It's expired supplements, long past their best before date, and then some food, and which I'll make ferment or just chuck it into the washing can to water with the plants. So basically, I've just been pushing to get everything in order. I don't know what got over me. I just suddenly am a bit of a thing about everything must be tidy, put in place. I don't like it messy. I don't like organized chaos. My desk is an organized chaos. When it comes to the house, I like to have an open space. Open space relaxes me. I feel that, it wasn't so cluttered. I hope I'm making sense to you folks. For those of you who experience burnout or something like, I don't want to call it anxiety, but it's just wanting everything to be in order. So I do that at home, cook, clean, work out in the field. manage the orchids, manage all the non-orchid plants as well, which I got into finally after so long. Philodendron Florida Ghost, Anthurium forgetii, dream plants. That's another video in itself about some of these aeroids. And then one morning, it just hit. I had this headache, and the headache wouldn't stop. It just got worse and worse and worse, and just got cramps from here to the back, and then to the back of, all the way to the back of my back. Pain was like level 10. The medication, Panadol, ibuprofen, it helped to bring it down to 7. I just couldn't do anything. I could work. I took medication so that I could work. And when I come home, I just eat a little bit and I just crash out on the sofa. This happened for about a whole week because the pain, I couldn't sleep as well because by the time I lie down, I could feel the pain all here. And then the shoulders, it was just miserable until I decided to go for a massage. That helped brought the pain down. It's just difficult, you know. I mean, I love Plant Visions. I love the work that I do in landscaping. It pays the bills. I really love it. And now I'm trying to combine orchid and landscaping together. And hopefully I can do both. I will be successful in doing, you know, both disciplines in the near future. I would love to be a full-time content creator. Plant Visions is monetized. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and enjoying the content here so far. I highly recommend you to go to my orchid channel, Once Upon an Orchid. That's where the root of the foundation for horticulture stems from. Plant Visions was here as like a fun thing, you know, just trying to find my way. And I thank you for those of you who have watched from the early days and are still here. I did make a video also about this burnout on Once Upon an Orchid with more details on treatment and stuff like that. But I did go for massage, I did go for chiro. I explained more about that in Once Upon an Orchid. So I have gone back to work, but it made me think really hard about, made me think really hard of what makes me happy in landscaping moving forward after this point. And one thing that I knew I had to change was to take on jobs that I really enjoy and wasn't too physically demanding. I love tree cutting because tree cutting pays pretty decent. Unfortunately, I decided that I'd let go large area lawn mowing. I've really let go a lot of the lawn mowing clients, and well, I didn't let go. They just didn't stay with me. The large ones. For lawn mowing now, I engage friends' help, you know, or I subcontract someone else to do it. Moving forward, honestly, I really need to rethink on the career. I mean, I've also transitioned gender. My body has changed. My testosterone is very low. I've gone through HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, estrogens in my body. I'm very happy, you know, like this. It has its trade-off in terms of strength. And also they say age is a factor, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I don't believe it. I mean, yeah, okay, we change, we, you know, have more white hair, but the passion doesn't change. Moving from this point forward, yeah, things has to change. So for those of you who have had to change your landscape career and what you do, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how you cope. Honestly, I haven't been on holidays for a long time. As in out of town, stay overnight. Actually, I did with the Orchid Conference. I stayed 3 days at Caloundra. But I've just been struggling to make ends meet after the truck failure this year and not having a housemate and investing a lot in orchids. These were not too expensive. This was not too expensive. I bought it as a deal price. It's the new leaf, by the way. It wasn't like this when I bought the Anthurium forgetii. Yeah, but I want to keep making content. I'm struggling to say this, but someday I would say that I will have to leave landscape industry. But before that, I will share my knowledge and passion with everyone and all the tips and tricks and stuff like that. I do now. Actually, I'm starting the process. But sometimes you got to follow your heart, your health, and do what's best to keep going. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm Hendrika, Principal Horticulturist of Plant Visions. See you in the next video. Bye.